If you've been following the news happening, later, sometime in the week this week, members of parliament approved a hefty send-off package. What this means is that you get to pay more for a send-off package of about 9.3 million shillings for every member of parliament. And of course, it's a subject that has caused outrage to many Kenyans out there. And we asked you this question earlier on our social media front, and we've received humongous, crazy kind of feedback that has been coming up. But just to take this conversation forward, we had earlier on our earlier bulletin, the chair of the Remuneration Commission, and she spoke against this. Of course, members of parliament, and have some leaders who've come out to speak against this. But we want to hear what the common Mwananchi speaks. And in studio, I'm joined by people who've been fighting for the cause of the ordinary Kenyan. I'm speaking to Boniface Mwangi, who has been championing the rights of the Mwananchi, and Cyprian Nyamwamwa, director of NCEC. Gentlemen, your work has been to champion the rights of the Kenyan. What kind of emotions does the 9.3 million evoke in you?
For me, it's a lot of anger. I was having lunch yesterday when I heard about it, and I couldn't finish my lunch. Kenyans are very angry. For the last 1 month, people have been dead in hospitals because the nurses were on strike. Yes. And there was no money to pay nurses. But now, out of the blue, there's money to pay members of parliament, a send-off package. It's outrageous. When you need a bodyguard, that means you have done something wrong. Because normally, when you retire from parliament or even your normal job and you go back home, you don't need security. Correct. This whole country needs security. Before we came on air, there was a story about Dandora, there's insecurity. Tana River, you go to Garissa, Isili, insecurity every other day. Why can't you have protection for every single Kenyan? Then they're going to feel safe. So it's actually blatant stealing during the day. They're stealing our money. Problem is, what are we going to do? That's the biggest question.
Let me bring in Cyprian. What kind of feelings do you get?
You know, Bonnie, thank you for having us. And I just want to remind Kenyans that on August 27th, 2007, just about a month before the last parliament was dissolved, for this same greed, 5 of us, myself, Mwalimu Mati, and others, were arrested, if you remember, and there was a massive outpour of the people of Kenya. These people keep doing this thing again and again, and they keep doing it because they know they can do it and Kenyans won't do something. So I'm actually more annoyed about Kenyans more than members of parliament, because we know them. In this country, they are called MPs. So I'm not too surprised about these thieves. They do this every day. We've been going to court and we will stop them. But how come these people go and address rallies and people don't beat them up? I don't know why we are not. I'm completely annoyed with the citizens of the Republic. And this is the test. I think we have a test before us, and we must pass the test.
Yes, I get to younger. Boniface, we've had a statement from the Prime Minister's office. We've had Presidential Hopeful Peter Kenneth speak against this, and a few other MPs. Is this too little too late?
No, they're playing politics. As the Prime Minister sits in a cabinet. Yes. And before you present any motion in parliament, actually that was a cabinet paper. It has to go through the cabinet. Where was Raila Odinga? I think he's playing politics to all of us because he needs votes and he needs to play with us. As he's saying, we normally lynch chicken thief and the guy who steals maize from your farm. Why can't we do the same for members of parliament? We respond in kind. They're going to steal, we give them the equal punishment that we give to the petty thieves. Because where was Raila Odinga? Or where is that Peter Kennedy? They should be in parliament. Correct. If you want to oppose any motion, go do it in parliament. The reason why he's working now, the reason why he's running for president, he's a member of parliament. If you want to oppose any motion, don't come out here and send a statement. Where were you when that thing passed?
And Cyprian, being a student of political science, is this a practice that has been, we can say, do we have other governments or situations that have had this kind of a situation, or Kenya is a first?
No. This thing happens in a lot of places, by the way. But except that the Kenyan, a lot of politicians is the worst in the world for 2 reasons. First is that they are the laziest in the continent. Secondly, because they are the highest paid all over Kenya, all over the African continent, and we beat every single European country except Britain. Correct. And I think another country. There are only 2 countries in Europe, the whole of Europe. So you can imagine that we pay these members of parliament the heftiest of salaries and allowances anywhere in the world. You can imagine that all the European countries that actually donate to us, they are donors to our country, we are recipients. Yes. We earn more than they pay their ministers, than they pay their members of parliament. Those are the 2 things that make this lot of politicians, the worst anywhere in the world.
All right, from a legal point of view, what can be done? Of course, the paper is awaiting assent by the president. Whether or not he gets to sign it, that is a different thing. But then, from where Kenyans stand, what can be done from a legal point of view?
Several things can be done legally. But before that, I want to agree with what Bonnie has said.
Yes.
Forget about what all these politicians are saying now,
yes,
including the presidential candidates. These are members of the cabinet. They passed the bill in cabinet. It came to Honorable Kalonzo Musyoka's parliamentary committee, which sets the agenda. So they approved it before it was brought to the floor of the House.
Correct.
But actually, the Speaker of the current parliament, Honorable Ken Marende, has ended his term very badly because he has refused completely to perform his constitutional duties of advising the House on the constitutionality of the bills that are brought before the House, debated and passed. Having said that, there are many legal options, there are political options, and there are other options. The legal options are very clear. If the president defies the outrage and actually signs the bill to law so that he grants these people, you know, the members of parliament, the FT packs that they have granted themselves, which we are saying he should not do, and he knows that this can sully his legacy very badly. But legally, we, the people of Kenya, will go to court and we will be saying that this that has been done is unconstitutional.
All right.
In law, it's called theft by servant.
Correct.
Because I think it's important that we name things by their names. This is theft by servant. You employ somebody to take care of your money, he pays himself, and that is theft by servant. So we will go to court and we will ask that they be surcharged, each individually be surcharged for stealing from the public coffers. So if I was somebody's husband today who's a member of parliament,
yes,
I'll be telling my wife that please don't bring a curse to our family. If I was a wife
yes,
to my husband, I'll be telling don't bring debt to our family, because that is what's going to happen. The court will obviously look at the constitution and it will say let each of them be surcharged for theft by servant.
Let me bring in Boniface. You've of course fought against a lot of injustices in this country, and the position where we are is that Kenyans are angry, and of course the system of justice, Cyprian and his people will go to court. But then the kind of anger that we saw the other time when there was such an issue that came up, when Kenyans came out and they protested and the president did not assent to that, and Kenyans were congratulating him. Yet it is really not a gift to Kenyans, it is a duty. We need to, just from that point of view, how can Kenyans best express their anger in this, within the law?
I think we have a golden opportunity for a mass revolution. We need like an uprising in this country. People need to speak up and say this is how we feel, because I don't think tweeting and Facebook is going to help this country. Kibaki is not on Facebook or Twitter, and members of parliament don't even care. We need to reach to the guys who vote for these members of parliament, because the masses who vote live in those slums, in Ushago, wherever they are, and tell them your money is being stolen. You need to be angry. What you need to do is organize a day of anger. Let the anger come out. The Baragoi killings, the Turkana killings, the Tana River killings, the Dandora killings, the Mathare killings. Let us all come out and speak in one voice. Because if we don't do that, we're going to be destroyed. The guys who destroyed this country, the guys who are stealing our money, are few members of parliament. Correct. The guys who passed the motion are some brave, stupid people, maybe 20, 30 of them. We are the Kenyans. We need to be felt, because they know very well this is how Kenya works. We're going to get very angry like this. Then from tomorrow
we forget.
We go back to normal.
Something else comes up. We talk about nominations.
Yeah, we get pacified.
Yes. This
is a time to get upset and do something. We have a golden opportunity. Let Kibaki feel us. Let us shake the State House and the foundation of Parliament on Wednesday next week. We want to do a mass burial. Correct. We have 222 coffins. Let's bury these guys.
They asked for it.
Yes. Come with your placard, come with your kids, come with your...
For someone to get a state funeral, they actually have to die first.
Yes,
so let them die.
Gentlemen, we asked our viewers to send their views on Twitter, and I'll be going through some of that, but just in 30 seconds or less, probably your closing comments. Cyprian.
No. I think this is a great opportunity for the people of Kenya. These guys have set up, they have presented themselves to us. Not a single member of parliament in this 10th parliament should be re-elected back to parliament, or Senate, or Congress, whatever. But in the immediate, I think let all Kenyans come out on Wednesday, because we will give these guys what they asked for. They want state funerals. They have to die first before they can receive their state funeral. So come out, show them we do not agree with them.
Boniface, take us home.
You know, someone said it will take about 66 years for an average Kenyan to want that send-off package. Let your voices be heard. It's time to stand up. Let's stop whining now. The time for complaining is over. You have a chance for a ballot revolution. Vote those guys out. But before they do that, let's give them a send-off package next week on Wednesday. Parliament, tokeleze, send them home.
But at the end of the day, the power is in the vote.
Yes, ballot revolution. Your vote will make the difference.
Indeed. Many thanks, gentlemen, for speaking to us on the news desk. And as we said earlier, we asked Kenyans what they think about this issue. And Kenyans sent a lot of messages of disgrace. And I'll want to sample some via Twitter platform at KTN News Desk. And Masai Disaster says, a disgrace. Red carpet exit for selfish motives. It is clear they don't have and never have represented the masses. Kamau Nyokabi says, we have not collected enough views and opinions to form a narrative for mobilization and action. There is Mebs who says, I support MPs forwarding themselves. Why not increase it even? We get leaders we elect, so let's rectify it on March 4th and elect integrity. Delightful Dad J says, are they importing mourners from China, or does it explain the life after death? There's Aaron JM who says, this is obscene, not even the figure, but the manner in which it is done, utter abuse of trust. We also have Anderson Namula who says, name change to honorable, not horrible MPs, and still somebody will be asking for my vote. Absolutely no morality. The president should not sign this thing. Breezy Daydon says, as usual, the MPs are robbing us blind in the daylight. Sad thing, we'll end up voting in the same people in the next government. And finally, Jamal Ben says, our so-called MPs are being so gluttonous, greedy, mean, and insensitive. They don't pay taxes, and yet they want all that for themselves. Those are just the voices of Kenyans, and the message really that is coming out from these Kenyans that the president should not assent to this kind of bill, because honestly, at the time where the Kenya is grappling with unemployment, poverty rates, we cannot afford this kind of a package.